I'm gonna record this too, just in case people can't get on. All right, I'm gonna go ahead and like jump in just because it's 6 a.m. here and I haven't slept. Okay. So basically, I wanted to talk to you guys about going to Diamond in 90 days because it's totally doable. Um, and it's really not hard. Like, it's not difficult to do this. You just have to kind of set the goal and do it. So that was like, that's basically the first thing is set the goal. So, if you have like, if you already have a couple coaches on your team, then I mean, you're kind of ahead of the game. If you don't have coaches on your team already, give yourself 60 to 90 days and figure out like what date do you want to hit Diamond by and set a goal and write it down on paper. And writing down your goals weekly is like a huge thing. I've started doing that. I used to do it and then I kind of stopped and I saw like a huge drop in like my own production just with my business when I stopped writing down my goals weekly. So now that's something that I do again. And like, it really has helped me just to it just helps you get like focused on what you need to do each week. So like for me, every Sunday I sit down and I write out my goals weekly. So for you guys, like pick that date when you want to go Diamond, whether it's like, if you have a few coaches on your team, I would maybe try and set the goal for 60 days or 30 days or whatever it is, or 90 days, figure out how fast you want to move and set the date and write it down. And that's going to be huge. And what I want you guys to do is like write it out and like post it wherever you work. So if you have like a workspace or a desk or an office or even like the kitchen table if that's where you're working, like write it out and like put it up there so you're looking at that every day and like that's my goal, that's what I'm trying to work towards every single day, and it's right in front of you so you never forget it. Okay, so the next thing is live and breathe your goals. So for me, when I'm setting a goal, like that is like my biggest focus at that moment. So if your goal is to hit Diamond, you've got to live and breathe it. You've got to be doing all those little things that I'm going to tell you next on a daily basis and really believe that you can achieve these goals. Because really, if you don't believe you can do it, then it's not going to happen. So you have to believe that you're going to do it, and you have to go out there and just live your life like through Beachbody in a sort of way. But at the same time, like I see a lot of coaches, and I know I've been there, where you like push so hard for a short period of time and then you totally burn out from Beachbody. And I don't want that to happen to anybody because it's happened to me before. And I'm sure it's happened to like some other coaches on our team. But you really like, when you're setting your goals big, like you have to, in my opinion, because I'm the type of person where if I go too, like I can go really hard, but at like the end of the month, I'll be just like completely drained and I won't want to like I'll just want to stop. And so you have to figure out what your balance is for you and don't burn yourself out on it. So that's like one of the biggest things I want to tell you is like set that goal, but figure out the right balance in your life to where that goal is actually attainable for you and you're not just going to completely burn yourself out. Okay, the next thing is why. So I want you guys to kind of like really dig deep on this and remember why you signed up as a Beachbody coach. What are you doing this for? Like, I don't know if you guys saw the video from the TED conference. I'm going to post it on our team page, but basically what the guys were talking about in this TED conference or whatever was how people don't believe in a company or a product. They believe in you and what you stand for. So why are you doing this? working for the cause of, ending the trend of obesity, trying to help as many people as you possibly can should be the first priority in your business. And once you start doing that and you just start thinking about the fact that what you're doing is changing lives, and that's one of your biggest motivators, that's when your business is going to really take off, because people can see that in you. They know whether you're doing this for yourself and it's a selfish reason, or whether you're doing it for them. And it's easy to distinguish that when you're talking to somebody. So make sure that you really are digging deep and just getting down to the bottom of why you became a coach in the first place. On top of that, though, obviously we all have our own, motivations for like why we want to rank advance, why we want to be able to earn money. We've all got bills to pay, we've all got families to feed, and that's important too. Like that is a great motivator for you. So that's something that you should write down on a weekly basis as well, to remind yourself, like, this is why I'm doing this. This is why I want to help so many people, because in doing that, I'm going to help my family. I'm going to get out of debt. I'm going to, whatever your goal is with this business, to pay off your car loan, who knows, whatever it is, like write that down weekly too. And then third, work with integrity. And that just kind of goes with, working for the cause. Like, don't see people as dollar signs. Your business will not move forward if that's how you treat it. See people as an opportunity to change a life. And when you're talking to people, really get to know them and get to know what they need and not what you need. So always think service-minded. And a lot of that really just comes with doing more personal development too. I honestly believe the more personal development that you do and the harder you work on yourself, the more successful your business will be. In the beginning of my business, I got really into personal development, and I was doing it like all the time, and I had a lot of success in the beginning. I got to diamond pretty quickly, and then after I had Nora, I kind of stopped doing personal development just because that was like put on the back burner, and it really should have been like the opposite. And I saw a huge decline in my business when I kind of fell off the personal development wagon. And then since I've started doing more and more and more, like it's like literally a direct correlation between personal development and where my business is going. So the more you can do, the better. And it just helps you really keep yourself like fired up about this business. When you are just learning every single day and you're improving yourself, it makes you excited. And with our business being like, it really is an emotional business. Like one day you can have like a bunch of people sign up and 4 people tell you like, thank you for helping me lose 20 pounds. And then the next day you can have somebody quit and you just, or somebody that you care about say no to you, and it's hard. So you have to do the personal development, because that is what's going to keep you even keeled basically through those kind of ups and downs. Okay, let's talk Emerald. So if you are not an Emerald coach yet, this slide is for you. So how do you get to Emerald really quickly? It's pretty simple. When you have your first few customers, these are going to be like, your first loyal customers. So you're giving them great customer service. And these are the people that you want to present with the opportunity up front. So you can either present them with the opportunity as they're ordering the challenge pack, which we'll talk about a little bit later, or you can present them up with the opportunity after they've, tried Shakeology and they like it. And they like the results they're seeing. And usually those first challengers are going to be like, some of those will be your first coaches. And then the next easy way to get to Emerald is to sign your spouse. which is super important for your business. You want your spouse to be, if you're married, you want your spouse to be one of your first two coaches, sure, because if you haven't done any research on it, basically you can double dip your business, and the more your business grows, the more your spouse's business will grow, and you can be earning two incomes as opposed to one. So it's kind of a no-brainer. And then the other thing is like family sign-up. So I know for me, I have like my brother-in-law signed up. I have my mom signed up. And most of them are on Shakeology, so that's why they signed up, because they're like, well, yeah, might as well get the discount. And then my brother-in-law is not on Shakeology, but I just pay for his account right now because he started on Shakeology and then he got off of it or whatever, because they were having money issues. And so for me, like in the future, I think it would be really cool to be able to pay it forward and help my family out, and maybe eventually I can build their business for them in the future. So that's always an option too. All right. Consistency is the key to this whole business, honestly. So just in the beginning, like as far as, social media goes, if you're working your business on social media, which most of you are, posting 3 times a day and being consistent in that is going to be huge for your business. Because if you are, there one day and then you're not there the next day, or you're there one week and not there the next week, people aren't going to see you as someone that they can look to. If you want people to come to you a little bit more, you have to be consistent in what you're doing on a daily basis. So that means you're adding value to their lives every day. You're consistently sharing your journey with the products and with your own health. So that's why being a product of the product is so important. You have to be sharing daily your own journey. Just for example, like this girl in the picture, she's just showing her results from, I think this was like P90X or something. But just showing pictures to people, like pictures speak 1,000 words. Is that how it goes? I don't know how the saying goes. Anyways. But yeah, so like just sharing like your progress photos, sharing Shakeology, sharing your life with people, and letting people into your life and letting them get to know you and who you are, not just, your health and fitness, but also those other things about you that kind of set you apart from everybody else. So my tip for you is your social media should be like your reality TV show, like your own little reality TV show. So if you haven't yet, think of like 3 to 5 things that represent you other than being a Beachbody coach. And those are the things you want to share about on a daily basis. And if you're doing it right, like if you're living the lifestyle that you want other people to live, then that means you'll be having, healthy meals or whatever, or health tips to give to people, or, you'll be drinking your Shakeology. So that's something you can share about because that is impacting your life in some sort of way. You'll be doing your workouts, and so you can share those. So you should have like some decent content to share if you're living the lifestyle that, as far as like being a product of the product. Okay, so then the next thing I said here is I want to do what you do and I love your posts. So when you're posting, think about, these are the things that I want people to say to me. Like if I was thinking like, if I posted this, what would someone say to me? I would want them to say, oh, I love that post. Like that makes me want to be like a coach because I like what you're sharing with people. You're adding value to my life. Something about you is a little bit different, and I like a good different, not a bad different. And I like it. Like I could see myself doing that, or I'm not sure if I could do that, but I think I'd want to do that. Does that make sense? So that's kind of what I think about, or I try to think about when I'm posting something. What would somebody else's reaction be? Would they want to be doing what I'm doing if I was posting that? And then just being really authentic and sharing your story. So I know for me, like my business really took off when I started on like a weekly or even like bi-weekly basis, sharing a little bit about my journey, and sharing my story. So whether that be, my journey with clean eating, or my journey with Shakeology, or my journey being a mom, or doing PIO, earning money as a Beachbody coach, like literally anything, or even just like my transformation, becoming like more confident because I became a Beachbody coach. Literally anything, just sharing little bits and pieces of you with people and creating it into a story and into a post that will inspire somebody. And so I make it a habit to share something about my story on a weekly basis. Okay, so what I would highly recommend you guys do is follow leaders, coach leaders in our company for inspiration. And these are just some names. These are some of like the top 10 coaches, but there's like there's like 200 elite coaches. So go look them up and follow them, and look at what they're posting, because they're having success for a reason. They always say like success leaves clues, and it's so true, because that's the kind of, whatever they're doing something right. So use their posts for inspiration. Don't copy their posts, but look at it and go, okay, I can do something like that, and come up with your own. So that's what I would highly suggest you doing, and just being like study those people and figure out what they're doing that's working, because success leaves clues. Okay, and then the other thing is posting call to actions weekly. I always post at least one call to action a week, whether it's for joining my challenge group, or for the coaching opportunity. And it's just really important to do that, because if you're not consistently inviting people on that social media platform, they're not necessarily going to just reach out to you. So putting it out there that this is an option, and it's basically saying like, I'm available to you, reach out to me. So that's really important, doing that on a weekly, I do it on a weekly basis, so that's what I would recommend. Okay. And then these are just some examples of social media, like being a product of the product and sharing it authentically. So I like kind of stalked a couple pages, like Zakia here. I really like this post because she gave a little recipe for Shakeology, and she's like talking about how she hasn't been sick, or her and her husband haven't been sick or whatever, and she's so happy about it because she feels like it's because of Shakeology. And then over here, Erin is talking about like she can't get her lipstick messed up or whatever, but she still has to drink her Shakio. And so I just thought that was really cute. And that's just authentic, because that's just them living their lives, and they're excited about, what they're doing, and they're just sharing it. Okay, and then this one down here. So this is an example of what not to post on the bottom, the P90X thing. That I actually posted that, like, I think I was a coach for like a month, and it was literally like, I just went back and looked at this today, and I was like, oh my gosh, I can't believe I posted that. Like, that's so embarrassing. And like, I literally wrote, hey, you can sign up on my website here, click here, and then go to join, or like, that's just like totally salesy, and that just turns people away. I'm like shocked that there was a couple people that commented on it, honestly, but that's not what you guys want to project. So I've done all the bad stuff, so I'm telling you guys, don't do that stuff, because it doesn't really work. I didn't know what I was doing, clearly. So don't be salesy. Don't use those, the ads that Beachbody provides us with. They're really not very eye-catching, and most people just will scroll right past them. People want to see you, especially on your personal page. People want to see what you're doing. They don't want to see, these type of ads or whatever, because a lot of people think these are like fake too. So they won't even look twice at them. So just don't do it. Okay. So going diamond, run challenges monthly. And this is super, super, super important. What I recommend doing is running a free challenge what I do is I run a free challenge at the beginning of every month. And then I also run a Beachbody challenge about 2 weeks after that. That's typically like my plan of action when I map out what I want to do for the month. And the whole idea behind that, if you haven't heard me talk about it before, is like we call it like the funnel system or whatever. So you're adding value to people's lives by giving them this free challenge. You're helping them get results. You're communicating with them daily. You are kind of just building a relationship with them. And then from there, you're kind of asking them, well, what's next? And inviting them to your Beachbody challenge. And so this is a really great way really to just add value to people's lives and build a relationship with them. Okay, then the next thing I put is SC10. So ideally, if you're getting SC10 every month, that means you have 5 people in your challenge group every month, which is going to help you get to diamond faster. So, I mean, you can get SC5, and that's good too. That means you have 3 people. But really what it comes down to as far as like getting to diamond is it's a numbers game. And so if you have 2 more people in your challenge group every month, then there's 2 more possible coaches that could be on your team. So how do you do that? You just have to talk to more people. That's really what it comes down to. You've got to invite more people to your challenge groups. You've got to post more call to actions. And you've got to just add more people to your network every day. And then as far as like the challenge group goes, you really just want to be getting people results. You want to be working with them, checking in on them daily or weekly, depending on, what you feel like they need from you. And just be really customer service oriented. So just really helping them in the best way that you can and serving them, and just really letting them, see the value of what you have to offer and be inspired by that even more. And a big part of that too is sharing the value of Shakeology with them in your challenge groups. So over here on this picture, I have just like an example. This is maybe something you could share in like a challenge group, but it kind of just shows people like, hey, this is what you're getting. It's Shakeology. It's a meal replacement. You're getting like all this amazing nutrition for $3.99 or $2.99 with the coaching discount, which is awesome. And then basically it's showing them all the other crap they can get for more expensive prices. So, and that's just kind of the idea behind that is basically you're just planting seeds and just showing them like, hey, this stuff is good. Like you're getting a great deal on it. Because not everybody understands the value of Shakeology right off the bat. Sometimes that kind of needs to be talked about. So what I like to do too is when I'm talking with my challengers one-on-one, that's something that I'll ask them about. Hey, how is Shakeology going? Like, how do you like it? How are you feeling? And if, they like it, obviously, like, make sure that they have some different recipes that they can try too. I like to do that as well and make sure that, they like how it tastes and everything. But if they're liking it and they're feeling good, just kind of still, planting little seeds like, well, it's amazing how much, nutrition you're getting for just like $4 a meal. And, I get it for just $3 a meal, which is pretty cool too as a coach. So just planting those little seeds where, you know, they can save money, they are getting like this amazing value for the nutrition that they're getting, and talking to them about how they feel on the product and if they're seeing results with it. Okay, so then again, we have the whole free challenger to customer, and then from customer is when they can become a coach, or when you could, you know, in a sense, like convert them into a coach because they're seeing these awesome results, they feel really good on the products, and they're organically just sharing them with people anyway. So it's like, why not become a coach? Because you're doing exactly what I'm doing, and you're not getting paid for it. So, like, these are the people in your challenge groups who are posting all the time. They might even post on their own Facebook wall about the results that they're getting. They're sharing little tips or their meals or whatever in your challenge groups and stuff. So those are the people that you really want to reach out to, because those are the people that could be amazing coaches on your team. Um, and so this is just an example of something that I would say to one of my challengers who was who I thought would make a really great coach. And basically I just say, thank you so much for posting in the group and keeping me updated. You're such an inspiration to me and the other challengers in the group. You're basically doing what I do, just not getting paid for it. Haha. Have you ever considered becoming a coach yourself? And basically that just gets the conversation started. And this is just a basic script or whatever, but, you know, tailor that to the person you're talking to, because not everybody's the same. But just asking that question, hey, have you ever considered being a coach? Because gosh, like, you're doing everything I'm doing, and you're doing it for free and I get paid for it. So, and then from there, usually it's, you know, yes, I've considered it, or no, I haven't considered it, but I might be interested. And that's when you just want to get them in front of a business opportunity webinar or into like a sneak peek group or something like that. So usually what I'd say is, well, if I sent you a video, would you be able to watch it? And then I'll send them the coaching opportunity webinar to watch. Okay, and then there's the option of defaulting on the discount. So maybe it isn't the right opportunity for somebody right now, or maybe they're really just not interested at all. I always give all my challengers the option to sign up for the discount with Shakeology, no matter what. Just because, I would want to know if I really like Shakeology, I would want to know that I could save money on it. So, and then this is just a little kind of script that I say. Basically, I default on the discount, and I let them know that they have the option to upgrade as a coach and save 25% on Shakeology and any future products. As a coach, it only costs us $3 a meal for Shakeology, pay $15.95 for our service fees and our websites, but you still save about $15 a month on Shakeology. And you don't have to coach anyone if you don't want to, but I highly recommend you taking advantage of the discounts. It's basically like a Costco membership. It just saves you money. Plus, you also have the opportunity to turn your results into an income earning opportunity like I did if you want to. Is that something to be interested in? And I always do make it a point to say, like, you can make money with this opportunity if you want to, just so they know that the option is there and they don't sign up as a discount coach thinking, well, I could never do that. Because there are a lot of, if you do your research on some like elite coaches or whatever, there's been elite coaches who started out as discount coaches and they slowly worked their way into becoming business building coaches. So just so they know they have that option. Okay. So objections. A typical objection from your challengers is gonna be, I want to work on me first. I don't know if you guys can read this. Make it bigger. And this is kind of what I would say for that objection. Like, I totally understand. I wasn't at my ideal body when I started, and I didn't think I could inspire anyone. But what I found was that the coaching gig kept me accountable to my own health goals. And by me posting my workout, Shakeology, and clean meals, I was attracting a lot of people who needed and wanted help. Coaching was my ultimate accountability partner. Besides, a perfect body isn't what inspires, taking action inspires. And then, for example, I would tell a story of my friend Ashton, who was 100 pounds overweight when she got started in a challenge group. She signed up as a coach, and she lost all that weight, and she has a vegan business now. So just telling stories is a big thing, like letting people know, like, I know where you are, or, my coach is where you are right now. And I totally get it. And she's having this success, and I know you could do the same thing. A lot of the times it just takes people knowing that you believe in them for them to actually consider it. And then really just trying to get them in front of the opportunity webinar is huge. Like, even if they give you that objection, asking them, if I send you a video, will you check it out? Like, just let them put it in front of them and then let them make the decision. That's really like the most you can do. Okay, invite. And I forgot to take this picture out of these people. So we have a little Asian family. Okay, so we all know inviting is important. But as far as inviting to the business opportunity, what I suggest you guys do is make a list of people who would be on your like dream team. So if you could have any of your friends, anyone on your Facebook friends list or whatever, as a business partner, who would it be? And make a list of like 20 people. And just start connecting with them. It doesn't mean you have to invite them right away to learn about the business opportunity, but just start connecting with them. And then, as you're getting to know them and forming them. So just in case you aren't familiar with form is family, occupation, recreation, and message. And the message is your invite. So just talking to people, getting to know them, asking about their family, about what they do for a living. Do they like what they do? Are they planning on keeping that career for a long time, or do they want to try something new ever? And if it's the right fit, then you invite them maybe to join your team or invite them to join a challenge group. But just connecting with those people on your dream team list. And beyond that, adding new people to your network. So adding people to that list on a weekly basis is really important, because once you get through that list, you've got to have more people to talk to. Otherwise, your business can't be confined to just that list, or you won't grow. Because bottom line is, not everybody's going to say yes. So adding people to that list on a weekly basis is really important. Okay, so if you want your business to grow, you need to present the opportunity at least 5 times a week at the minimum if you want it to grow consistently. If you really want a gun for diamond within the next 60 to 90 days, I would highly suggest upping your numbers to presenting the opportunity 10 times a week to people. So that is my suggestion for you guys. And this is a little script that I like to use with certain people about the coaching opportunity if I think it would be a good fit for them. Hey girl, I was just thinking about you because I'm starting a new coaching mentorship, and you immediately popped into my head when thinking of people who might be good at online coaching. I don't know if it's a good fit for you or not, but have you ever considered doing what I do? And then if they say, whatever they say, if they say, no, I've never considered it, I might be interested, or, whatever. I just say, okay, well, if I sent you a video, would you check it out? And again, just get them in front of that business opportunity webinar, or invite them to a team open house, coaching open house. Okay, so this option is the challenger and coach at the same time. So this is where someone wants to be in your challenge group and you're presenting them with the coaching opportunity right off the bat, before they even buy their challenge pack. So what you can say, okay, letting them know that they can get this challenge pack and they can sign up as a coach to get a discount on their Shakeology. It'll save them money. And then letting them know, you know what, the best part about this is if you have any friends or family or coworkers who want to do this with you, when you have 3 people doing it, your shakes are free, which is awesome. And then you can even make money on top of that by accomplishing your own health goals and sharing them with people. The company hopes you do this. This is actually Erin's script. Is Erin on the call? I don't know. I can't see everyone right now. But this is Erin's script that she uses a lot with people because, I mean, it really just makes sense. If somebody, you know, if they're going to see results, it's like, why not get all the benefits of that? And obviously not everybody's ready to do this, but it is an option for you guys, especially as you're trying to hit diamond. Just letting people know this is an option. They don't have to do it, but just saying, you know what, I just want you to know all your options up front. Either way you want to do it is fine with me. And, you know, if they say no, they say no. And then you can always, once they start getting those results, that's when you can present them with the coaching opportunity again as a challenger. Okay. And then honestly, the biggest thing about like building your business is that you have to have confidence in what you're doing. So if you have a real unshakable belief and confidence in what you have to offer people with this coaching opportunity and with the products and with your service as a coach to them in your challenge group, then people will start to believe you too. The more like confidence you can project on people, the more like excited they're going to be about it and the more they're going to believe you too. So if you have like, if you're nervous about it or you're not sure about it or you don't know if it really works, then they're going to feel that and they're not going to be sure about it. So that is like the biggest thing that you guys have to have is that unshakable, unwavering confidence in what you're doing and what this business can offer people. And if you don't quite have it yet, fake it till you make it. That's what I did in the beginning. You know, just I think Lindsay Matway, who was like the top coach last year, she is the one that I got that from. And she said that when Scotty Hobbs, who was another top coach, signed up with her, he thought that she was making like $1 million a year and she was making like $200 a week. So like she just projected that confidence that she had this amazing business and it was thriving and, you know, she was helping so many people lose weight and she just made herself look like she was really legit, you know? And that's what you kind of have to do in the beginning. Because, you know, you're building, but you have to like have that confidence that you're gonna, you know, you gotta, okay, in a nutshell, if you want to be an elite coach, if you want to be a diamond coach, like you've got to act like it now. You can't wait until you get there to do it. You've got to be that person now and you've got to embody all those qualities that you see the people that you admire having. You have to start acting like them. And get a little bit out of your comfort zone. That's kind of like the hardest part is getting out of your comfort zone. But once you do it, it's weird, but it'll start to feel like normal to do unnormal things. But when you are getting out of your comfort zone, you'll see yourself start to grow as a person and you'll see your business start to grow as well. So that, I mean, that can literally be anything. Like I remember the beginning of my business, I was so scared to talk to like random people that I didn't already know, that I wasn't already friends with on Facebook, or that I didn't have like a previous relationship with. And I remember talking to Natania, my sponsor coach, and I was like, how the heck am I, like, I'm really shy. Like, I'm not just going to talk to people that I don't know. That's just weird. Like, how do I do that? And she was like, I promise you, once you just try it a few times, like, it'll start to become more like normal or whatever. And you just, like, you kind of just have to like pull the trigger and just do it. Same thing with posting, sharing your story. It's really scary at first, or sharing before and after photos. Um, when I started my business, I was pregnant. So I really didn't have real before and after photos until I was like 6 months, no, maybe like 7 or 8 months into the business. And so for me, like sharing those, I was so scared, but like that's when my business really took off, was when I was able to share more of the physical journey too. So just getting out of that comfort zone and really making those little transitions and just kind of growing yourself is a good thing. And then obviously you have to believe in yourself that you will hit this goal and that it's not hard. Really, the only thing holding you back is your own belief in yourself, because everybody here believes in you, that you can hit diamond, or you can become, a 5-star coach, or whatever it is that you want to do. It just takes your own belief and your determination to go out and do it. Okay. Now, here are the numbers. So if you present 10 people with the opportunity a week, that equals approximately 4 coaches a month. So typically for every 10 people that you present with the opportunity, one person is going to say yes. Now, that doesn't necessarily mean they're going to say yes right away. It takes people time. I always tell people, like, think about how long it took you to sign up as a coach when you were first presented with the opportunity. It's usually not instant. Some people it is. Some people are ready to go. They've been researching it already and they're ready to go, but most people aren't. So if you were to sign 4 coaches a month, in 60 days, you'll go diamond. Well, essentially, you'll have 8 coaches. So that's kind of how that works. If you present 5 people a week with the coaching opportunity, you have 2 coaches a month, and that would equal 6 coaches in 90 days. And then say you added your spouse and a family member, then you've got your 8 coaches. And then obviously, well, okay, let's look at this really quick. So to be a diamond coach, you have to, it's not just about you. You have to have your 8 coaches, and this is what it looks like. So you have 4 coaches on each leg, but it's not just about you adding coaches to your team. It's about helping 2 of your coaches go emerald. So you have to be willing to work with your coaches, and you have to be willing to, be a leader and guide them to that next step in their business. So it really takes people helping people for you to advance your own business. So I'm going to post this diamond tracker. If you guys don't have this is super helpful. I'm going to post this on our team page so you guys can print it out and start filling it in with your coaches, because it's like, I'm just a really visual person. So when I was going diamond, I would fill this in like as I would add coaches, and it just helps you kind of like mentally be able to see exactly what you need to do next, or where you need to place your next coach, or obviously how many more coaches you need on your team, that kind of thing. So I'm gonna make sure that you guys have that to look at. But really the biggest thing with being able to go diamond is confidence in yourself that you can do it, and really just kind of like setting that goal and going out and being determined. Um, last year when I hit diamond, like I really didn't see diamond in my near future when I first signed up as a coach. I went emerald pretty quick because um, I had my husband signed up, and then I had a friend who wanted the discounts. So it was pretty easy to go emerald for me. And then after that, I didn't know what to do. I didn't understand why I had to sign coaches. I didn't really get the business model for a long time. And it was all kind of like confusing to me. I didn't really get how to present the opportunity to people. So for you guys, like with these little tidbits of information, I hope it's helpful for you, like the scripts and stuff that I showed you. But so anyways, I didn't see diamond in my near future because I didn't know really what to do to get there. I thought that was like such a huge, like lofty goal, and it's not. It's really just you setting the goal and figuring out, okay, now what do I need to say to get there? Who do I need to talk to? And it's really just about you helping other people to be more accountable to their fitness goals, or to be able to help them financially in some sort of way, and just presenting them with an opportunity that might help them or that might benefit them or add value to their life. And that's really what it's all about. And that just takes you being confident and having belief in what you're doing and having the guts to just share it with other people is basically what it comes down to. So anyways, that's pretty much like all I have for you guys. It's really simple to do. You just have to go out and do it. So I'm going to unscreen share. Stop share. Okay. So do you guys have any questions?
Oh.
No questions?
Oh, there we go. No questions.
No questions? Okay. Was that helpful?
Yeah, that was.
Give you more of like number goals to kind of set for yourself?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Yeah, definitely.
Okay, good. Alrighty. Well, I guess if you guys don't have any questions, that's pretty much it.
All right. Get some sleep if you can.
Yeah, we'll try.
Thanks for doing this. It was really helpful.
Yeah, no problem. Alrighty. Do you guys need any like of the slides? Like, should I post those, or are you guys good?
If you could, that would be really helpful, because there were some that I took screenshots of on my phone, but some that I missed.
Okay, I'll post it on the team page too.
Okay, thanks.
All right, cool.
Alrighty.
All right, well, y'all have a good night.
Have a good day.
Bye.
Bye.